After nearly 3 years since the Revenant Cave release back in 2017, Jagex has finally decided to change the layout of the caves and switch up the style of combat from multi to singles plus. This basically means that from now on, inside Rev Caves, players will have absolute priority, so even if somebody is hitting a monster, you can still always hit them off of that NPC. Now this, supported with the PJ timer, is basically the ultimate solo PKer's dungeon. It has now virtually killed Anti-pking in single way combat in this area because it is almost impossible to do it effectively. With all of these changes, I decided to grab the Harmonized Staff once again, worth over 1.5 bill, added some max gear to the mix like Ancestral, and headed over to the Rev Caves to see what type of loot we could acquire. But before we get into the video, I just want to remind you guys that we're going to be doing a Dragon Claw giveaway, so hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and comment down below with your username for a chance to win. And now, let's get into the PKing. First kill down, not too bad, 500k loot. And that's the second kill going down, and there we go, another 750k. I found this guy named Hi I'm High, and I don't know what he was doing. I think he was AFK. My Fire Surges just absolutely deleted him, and we cashed in another 2 mil. Another thing that's really nice about these Rev Caves being single way combat is that people are definitely willing to risk more. On this kill alone, we got nearly 5,000 Revenant Ether that I know for a fact nobody would have brought in the previous Rev Caves. I feel like some of the people I'm finding are like on RS Mobile or something. Their reaction time is just so slow. Even off this kill alone, we just basically one-hit him with Dragon Claws, and another 560k loot is in the looting bag. Since team PKing isn't too common in the new Rev Caves due to the PJ timer, I decided that I could make some more risky plays. I decided to load my inventory up with spellbook swaps using the magic skill cape so that I could switch between teleblocks and ancient spells. I came across this fight here, and I don't think that he really understood what I did to him until it was too late. Probably the most annoying way ever to end a fight. As soon as you're out of food, you just hit like 10 zeros in a row. I was doing some duo PKing with Ditterbitter, and unfortunately for this guy, he decided to run outside the cave and try and box an NPC. Probably not the best thing to do when you have me and Ditter both hunting you in completely max gear. I swear, every single time I run into someone using a crossbow at Rev Caves, it's just Christmas morning. You know they have so much loot on them. Every single time. Yep, 650k loot. Somehow I forgot my looting bag. That could have been super dangerous, but we got another 1 mil. Alright, now that is a massive loot pile. This guy must have been at Revs for a long time before I found him, and the total loot was nearly 1 mil, so I think it's safe to say so. Even though using Fire Surge, even through Protect from Magic, is still extremely strong and super effective, I wanted to switch things up a little bit and bring the ACB, just so I can try and get some bigger hits. And it looks like it worked. We got a huge 40 Fire Surge for the KO, and in the looting bag, it looks like we got another 1.2 mil. While I was PKing this setup, I came across this guy named Gorak, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think I would actually be able to kill him. He was only level 100, so I can only attack him until level 26 Wilderness. Unfortunately for him, my RNG was on point. Maybe this guy was just really stupid or something, but all he had to do was run 2 wilderness levels south. He could have done it in or outside of the cave, and he definitely would have gotten away. My favorite type of PVMers to kill are the ones that try and lie about how much risk they actually have. This guy in particular just kept saying that I'm going to be losing money by killing him because my runes are going to be worth more than his actual gear. And of course, he was caught lying. 960k loot and almost 5,000 revenant ether. Hey, there we go. Now that's a fat kill. And in the looting bag, once again, nearly 1 mil loot. Unfortunately, I did run into a couple cranky PVMers like this guy here. They got really upset that I would attack them in the wilderness, and even though the Rev Cave update is in fact a PvP update, they were still getting upset that they were getting killed. Nonetheless, I still had to do what I had to do, and we collected 800k off this guy. Once again, I managed to find another guy AFK training in the Rev Cave dungeon, and I don't know what these people are thinking with such high value loot in their inventory. I mean, they've definitely been here for 20, 30, 40 minutes, they probably get comfortable, but at the end of the day, this is a new PvP update in one of the most hottest areas in all of RuneScape, and you just decided to go AFK. I'll never understand it, but I'll take the money nonetheless. While I was hopping around looking for rev killers, I did get stream sniped by this guy right here. He was following me world to world. I'm not really sure what his game plan was. If I had to assume though, I would say that I think he was trying to TB me when my supplies was pretty low, and then teleport out himself, and then of course have somebody try and come and finish me off. But as you guys can tell from this clip, the only one who got finished off was him, and not in the way that he probably wanted to be finished off. I ended up de-gearing a little bit and trying to do some 1v1 fights just to wrap up the video and see if I could get any kills, and the only person I really ran into was this guy here around the Revenant Dragon. We got a pretty decent KO on that guy, and the loot was actually pretty good as well. Dragon Crossbow, Blessed Spirit Shield, and a bunch of other stuff. Unfortunately, this guy here was doing exactly the same thing as the guy from the previous clip. He basically lowered my food, and as you can see, the leader of Solid Tag decided to jump on me when I was only on 4 brews. Now this bait was actually pretty genius. This guy decided to run south of the Revenant entrance down to around 18 to 20 wilderness. Now there's a big cluster of trees, and the only way to follow this kill without running around all the trees is to go into multi. Eventually though, I kind of caught on to what he was doing because I've just been around for a very long time when it comes to PKing, and I could tell that what this guy was doing was a bit unnatural. So I ended up trying to go around the trees. I saw the team that he had in multi. They didn't end up getting the kill, but it was actually pretty clever. Most people would probably actually fall for that. And alright guys, in the end, this is the bulk of what we managed to PK. There was a bunch of other items that I didn't really have the inventory space to include, from Dragonstone tips to Black Dragon Hide and a bunch of other items. If I had to guess, I would say that the total loot was probably around 40 to 45 mil. Nothing too crazy. I didn't include any max PKs or anything else in here. This is purely from just killing random Mystic people and of course Revenant trainers as well, and a couple people that were trying to bait us in teams. But yeah, overall, not too bad for a day of PKing. And alrighty guys, that is going to wrap up the video for today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you do manage to get your hands on a Harmonized Staff, you can most definitely use it to your advantage at the Revenant Cave dungeon now that it is single combat. You can blow through all of these trainers and make as much money as I did. It's not super amazing, it's not going to be as good as staking or probably even some forms of PVM, but you can definitely profit PK down here with TBs, and it is very, very solo PK friendly. Anyways though guys, I really do hope you guys enjoyed the video. It took me a little bit of time to make this. I had so many more kills and I only really wanted to include the good ones. As you guys can see, none of these were showing anything around 300-400k, which are a lot of the kills as well. Once in a while you come across these big ones. But either way guys, once again, comment down below with your username for a chance to win a pair of Dragon Claws. Make sure to hit subscribe. Make sure to leave a like. Of course, turn on the bell notifications. And check out all the links down below in the description. Make sure to join my Discord server. I'm super active in there every single day. I'm active on Twitter and Instagram. I try and talk to you guys as much as I can. And of course, make sure to join my Twitch live streams. The link is in the description. All of this PKing was done first on Twitch, and I live stream every single day. Without further ado though guys, I hope you have a great rest of your evening, or morning, or whenever you end up watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.